And welcome to this Minecraft world that I built. I did originally do like a hide and seek video on this a while back. I was gonna edit it into something like bigger, but yeah, it didn't get too many views, so I'll just show the world again. Also, I got nothing better to do. I do actually, but let's start. Bear in mind I didn't build all of this, but I'll just give you a tour. So this is the temple. It's kind of like a ragged stone area. Again, bear in mind this is meant for a hide and seek map, so there's like lots of spots to hide. So you go through here. It's kind of like a one-way system. Well, you can still get back through, but whatever. You go over here. It's a hiding spot back here. This is the graveyard. Then if you go over here, this is like the house. This, you could say, belongs to the grave digger, something like that. Here's a little room. You can get items across the world to deal with the seeker, such as like a notch apple or stuff. It's just like little things like that across the world. Also, I'm playing on 0 brightness. This is the stairwell. We'll come back to that. If you go over here, we have the tree village. I didn't build this one. It was some friends that worked together. It's the tree. If you see a Bikino, you can run along here as well. Although there are some traps, admittedly. There's drip zone down there, so you gotta watch your step. If you go over here, this is probably the most interesting part of the world. This is the low gravity lake. That's like a stab at heaven. So I'll show you how this works. So originally in survival you would get down this way. You know, you could just jump down. You can hide in here actually. Pretty good hiding spot. There's actually a map of the world. And then what happens is you grab some potions, flash them on you, and what you can do now is, even in survival, you can do this parkour and you can get to the towers. So it's cool, and it's kind of like you move quite slowly in the air, so, you know, low gravity lake. This world has lore. This is the main tower. Through here, you know, you'll find like a high table. The idea is that the murderer already went across the world and massacred lots of people. There's a little water area down here. You kind of hide down here. Then there's this kind of like secret area up here. You can get up here 2 ways. First of all, you can get up this way, and then you could just end pearl glitch up as well, then you know here is my wonderful lore. Release the bulk of the lore. So I had a friend built the dragon. His name's Carl. Coral. For here is just you can just climb the vines. No, these are just some areas. Just some areas. Definitely took a while, but it was quite an interesting experiment with like the blue blocks. And then there's the dojo down here. I didn't build this, I built this. Really cool. You can actually get up the slipstream like here. Then you can you know, just keep there's loads of chests around the area. You can get up, get around, etc. Okay, up here you've got Bamboo Village. Take a guess why it's called Bamboo Village. And you know, if you come through here, you get these like little houses. There is a hiding spot down here, but it's quite obvious actually. And you gotta be careful though, especially if you're a hider. You can get down here, pretty good hiding spot, and if you want to escape, what you do is you crawl, if you go down here, you go up here, and you're out. But the rule is that you kind of have to stay in the map. It's an awkward rule, but I thought about like using barrier blocks to like block off areas, but in the end, like what ended up happening was like people hid in like caves and stuff, and just kind of ruined it. But it was still fun. Waterfall. You just kind of like at a hydraulic wheel looking thing. It's the library. The library's quite interesting. Hey, here's the library. You know, back here you've got this. Down here you've got this. There's also a really cool hiding spot if you it's hard to say, but there's a lever here. There's a lever here. You open this. Oh, it's already opened. But oh, whoops. Yeah, that's how it works. And then you can get down there. All it is it's like it's a dead end. It's nothing interesting. And you know you can go up here. There's like jukeboxes and discs all around the world that you can use to do stuff. That's the pole backdrop. I didn't do that. This is the mines. And this is pretty much the last thing in the world. I think I did a shot on this. The mine is actually connected to all of this area. And then what you can do is you can, you know, you'll get a minecart, and you go down here. What I actually did with this area is I blew it all up with TNT. And the minecart will reach this area. Oops. It's a bit finicky actually. This is this area. It's hard to see. But the killer has 100% brightness, so yeah. Well, the original idea is that your eyes are drawn to this thing. It's like a lightning rod. Pathetic fallacy. Okay, and this is the mining village. Probably one of the more creepy places in the in the world. So this is just kind of like a square that I took out. Now there's some pretty... This place is very dangerous. Like there's lots of traps. For instance, you know, this one. Oh, right. Basically, you walk in here, a warden spawns. Up here you got this area, it's like a library, you got more lore. These are just like relics that like represent like the history of the world, the lore. Now you got Little Timmy's diary. Guess what happened to Little Timmy's family when the killer came along? Well, they opted out a peaceful way to say that much. This is like a little mining area. Yeah, you can actually get a diamond sword here, it's pretty good. For here you got a shop. This area is pretty dangerous because, well, what happens if you stand on here? Oh no! Yep. For here is just a little back room. You can get behind the fireplace, although it's pretty awkward. Well, not really. It's not awkward at all, actually. But yeah, that's just the back room. You know, you don't want to make too much noise. But it alerts the killer. You know, down here is pretty nifty. If you just crawl through here, you'll actually find some really good gear. Originally I was going to build like a temple here and like with an extended area and also that kind of thing, but I ended up opting out. So, you know, close connections to the world, Bamboo Village, etc. This is the deserted town hall. The original idea of this is that I would reach all the way up there, but I was lazy, so it's like, oh, it's abandoned. That's this area. If you come up here, this is like the gold deposit. You know, these guys are the miners, the dwarves. If you go up here, just got some stuff. You can hide in the glow berries, it's pretty interesting. Then if you come down here, you got the factory. Factory has like these shafts that like lead out. One of my friends actually hid there when we did this thing. It was, you know, he didn't get caught. If you come up here, just it leads up here. You know, guess what happened to the workers? It's very dark. And that's pretty much it. If you go through here, through this tunnel, you'll eventually get to a familiar place. You know, you can hide up there. That's where I hid actually. It's a really good hiding spot, but I decided to move because I don't know, I wanted content. It was a mistake. And, you know, it's the stairwell. You can't really see, but now you can. So originally the idea is if you can come down here, it's kind of like a chase. So, you know, if you get chased down here, it's quite interesting. Like, you know, you just go down the stairs. The infinite stairwell, and then you get back up here. And well, yeah, that's the world. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.